Can you edit memories? They've done it. They've scientifically quantified cool. And Batman. Psychology news for the end of 2025 up till about now. Let's go.
Psychology. Made simple.
Question. If you could erase a cringy memory from your teenage years, would you?
That's not my song.
A 2025 neuroscience review highlighted new developments in something called targeted memory reactivation. We've known for a while that your brain reorganizes and consolidates memories while you sleep. It's like a night shift file clerk sorting through the day. But here is where it gets interesting. In TMR, researchers pair certain sounds with specific memories. Then, while participants are in deep sleep, those same sound cues are replayed. By carefully manipulating those cues, researchers were able to weaken the emotional intensity attached to negative memories.
I've got about 1,000 memories of your dumb little and about 6 of them are pleasant.
They didn't delete the memory, they just turned down the emotional volume attached to that memory. This is potentially huge for trauma treatments and PTSD interventions. One day, sleeping on it might be more literal than we thought. A massive global survey just tried to scientifically define cool. And if you think being cool means being distant and mysterious, you might be doing it wrong. A cross-cultural study across 13 countries found that people consistently describe cool individuals as autonomous, adventurous, open-minded, and norm-challenging in a positive way. Not cold, not aloof, not, in air quotes, alpha. Cool people aren't detached, they're self-directed, they're willing to take risks, they pursue interesting paths without needing approval. Think bold innovation, not passive indifference. So according to the data, stop pretending not to care. Start saying yes to interesting experiences.
So what about me? Do I look cool? Well, do I?
We're a little late, start of the year, and of course, I'm on that long road to PhD, so I've been a little bit busy. Oh yeah, I'm the Neurospicy Psych Major. You can call me. And this news update will hopefully inform, maybe entertain, and hopefully inspire you to want to learn more. Now, I'm a new channel. At time of recording this, I only have 63 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of them. They're a bit lonely though, feel free to join them. But already I've got big plans to share psychology further, share psychology a little bit more rigorously, and maybe even share some of my experiences as a mature student with ADHD and, as I've recently found, OCD, the difficulties that presents on that long road to PhD. So coming up, we're going to have a bit of a blog once in a while. I'm also going to stream live on YouTube, play some of my favorite video games, and we'll talk psychology. It'll be relaxed, informal. Got any questions? That's likely the place to ask them. And of course, there's all the other content as well. We're going to continue our tour of the brain. I'm going to start my series on dark psychology in the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned for that one. And I'm also going to launch a separate playlist all to do with organizational psychology, psychology in the workplace, and leadership skills in particular, because that's where my PhD lies. Finally, my recommended book, this one, Psych by Paul Bloom. It's a really cool introduction to some of the more interesting aspects of psychology, written in a very conversational style. You don't need to be a psychology expert to read it. It's very accessible, very engaging. You're going to love it. I won't be linking to any affiliates in the description. I would like you to patronize your local independent bookstore if you're interested in getting that book, or use betterworldbooks.com to pick one up used, because to Jeff Bezos. I'm very excited about what's coming up. I hope you are too. Feel free to join in, hit subscribe, ring the bell. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. And if you have any questions or suggestions, stick them down in the comments. Who knows? It may be my next video. Story number 3 is by far the weirdest one, and definitely the one I enjoy the most. Researchers conducted a field experiment on public transportation to test whether disrupting social norms could increase altruistic behaviour. Across 138 subway rides, an actress pretended to be pregnant and stood in the carriage of the subway car. Researchers measured how often someone offered her a seat. On a normal day, about 37% of passengers stood up. Then the researchers introduced a variable. An experimenter wearing a full Batman costume entered the subway car. He didn't say anything, he didn't gesture, he just stood there. And altruism, offers of a seat to this pregnant lady, jumped to 67%. It nearly doubled. Why? Well, you know, when we're on public transport, we tend to go on autopilot. We're lost in our music, lost in our phones, lost in our newspaper, book, whatever. Well, researchers suggest that the presence of an unexpected norm-breaking figure disrupts that autopilot. It makes people more aware of their environment and their moral choices. Batman didn't ask anyone to act. Batman doesn't need to ask anyone to act. He just made the moment impossible to ignore. So yes, according to science, Batman makes you a better person. Not because he fights crime, but because he interrupts your psychological routine. If you made it this far, as always, deeply appreciate it. You're one of the real ones. Back next week with a regular episode of Psychology Made Simple. Meantime, if you found this interesting, I know you're going to love this video. Check it out.
Please like and subscribe, you legend.
Do I look cool? Do I really look cool? Do I? Do I? Do I?